Hello, everybody. How the crap is it good? I'm bloody back with a nice sexual, sensual goddamn streamline. Here we are, back in the watch of the sexy city. Let's go hand in that question. Speak to the captain, lads and laddies. Oh yeah, mate.
Welcome back, Lieutenant. Do you have anything to report? You have done well, Lieutenant. I knew my faith was not misplaced. You are to be commended for your efforts on Neverwinter's behalf. Your efforts at the docks have greatly improved the position of the watch, but it has also drawn new predators.
Predators from Luskan.
Luskan is one of our less benevolent neighbors. We have had troubles with them in the past.
A war, actually. No need to hedge words when it comes to their kind. Now, those Luskan cowards are attempting to take advantage of your success at the docks to put spies in our midst.
We have caught word that one of their agents is attempting to enter port on board a merchant vessel from Luskan, a vessel called the Sea Ghost. We need you to go to the docks, board the Sea Ghost, and stop the Luskans. Return here when you have accomplished your mission.
The Sea Ghost. That reminds me of the movie, Ghost Ship. What is it? I think that's the 2000s? Uh-oh.
And what news do you bring from Old Owlwell, Lorne? Do Grey Cloak and bodies now lie in the hands of the Shadow Priests?
No, my lord. There were difficulties. An adventurer...
You have failed me, yet dare to
You have failed me for the last time, Starscream. Again.
Turn. I asked you to keep the priests safe. Without them, there will be no ritual. All I asked of you was to put pressure on the Neverwinter forces. Cut off their...
All I asked was you to put pressure on my anus.
Trade routes through the mountains. Yet all you have given Neverwinter is hope, and a victory at Old Owlwell, which will allow them to concentrate on other fronts.
Fortlock and Highcliff still remain ours, Lord Darius. Neverwinter's attention will be focused there, not upon us.
Fortlock and Highcliff, yes. Obviously you have not heard, but our position there has become weaker, not stronger. And now you have come to tell me Old Owlwell has fallen, and the priests there are dead. Perhaps I shall allow you to be the one to tell the King of Shadows the news. Is that your wish, Lorne?
My Lord Darius, forgive me. It shall not happen again. I swear upon my life.
In that, Lorne, you are correct.
Oh, is he about to die?
A common adventurer outmaneuvered you, Lorne. You really are losing your touch.
Oh! Just a little heads up, spoiler alert, guys. This common adventurer here is gonna outmaneuver her as well.
Bite your tongue, Torio, or I'll rip it from your throat. He won't stop me a second time.
Oh, of course he won't, Lorne. With your luck, chances are next time, he'll just kill you.
She's right, I will.
Oh, yes. I say yes. Oh, yes. I say yes.
Boom, we got a haste going on. Let's head to the docks. Elon, let's head to the fucking jerks, you know what I'm fucking talking about? Oh, fuck's saying. You know what? This bridge right here, with the gate at the end, reminds me of, Dragon Age Inquisition when you go to Orlais. That place is quite gorgeous. Bring some of that, that'd be cool. Save and head down to the docks of it.
Me? Walk in my step. Follow me.
How peculiar and unwelcome. Kalakacha. Oh, is this the sea ghost? It looks fancy. The little electric pipe on here, so that's better. Look at that, the ships are moving. That's awesome. They're floating on the water. Captain Belena has sent me here to make sure you don't land in the city. The hell's with you? Wow, didn't take him on show a few colors. You get fire branded, yes.
Enemies are near. You know nothing, Academy living cantrip casting sop.
Yeah, what she said. Get bad. Excuse me. Burn them all! Burn them all! The Asia. Could we go right foot? Hey buddy, what are you saying about this phone stuff and other stuff? Critical hit. Shadow Master, that's cool. Come on buddy, I need you to die. There you go buddy, you get shot. Damn. Yes, Black Garius, my master. But he does not serve Luskan, not at all. His ambitions lie higher than nations, I think. When Luskan finds out what he plots, I do not think he shall be pleased, but by then I think it shall be too late. As for you, you have crossed him more than once, and I was sent to remind you that you would serve us better in death. Well, I guess I'll just poop on you. Alright, I took a poop on him, he's dead. Gorobnar, how are you, my friend? Boom, boom, boom. Let's go. What the hell? Oh wow, look at that. Quite the light show going on, eh? I think I might as well pop into the tavern and see what happens. The sunken flagon. Alright, well that was something. Oh, quick rest before we go.
Who's on the Reganous?
Yeah, nothing immediately happened. Let's see the Casimir should have set.
I say yes.
Yes? Is there something you wish of me?
Yes, knight. What were you doing in Old
Many
Well?
who live in the shadow of Old Owlwell have suffered greatly from orc attacks over the years. Families have been put to the sword, homes burned, and traveling merchants have been slaughtered along the high road. The orcs need to be driven back. I did not come with them. Those are men and women who live in Old Owlwell, who are willing to lend me their swords. They have good hearts. Living there has made them tough, capable, and their knowledge of the mountain paths have made them invaluable as scouts. Yes, I thought perhaps by traveling here my sword could make a difference. Give the people living here some hope, if Neverwinter itself could not protect them. I do not have faith in a city or a nation, but the people within it. The people of Old Owlwell, they know the truth of this. It may seem such, but I felt that one man could make a difference, and it seems Neverwinter has joined the cause, and between our two forces we can accomplish a greater good. Yes?
Is there something you need?
Yes? Is there something you wish of me? I went there because I felt my sword could make a difference. No other reason.
Wow, the way you said that sure makes it sound like something else is going on.
There was a need for action, the need to set an example. To move Neverwinter to act is something beyond my strength. But a greater good has been accomplished, and you have shown that to me. I went alone because I had to. Battling the tribes of the Old Owlwell is something that must be done. It is simple, a necessary act. There is no doubt as to what must be done. No conflicts. There are battles that can be fought and others that cannot. It is a difficult thing to speak of. I appreciate your words and your intentions, but this is something that is difficult to share. Perhaps another time, when the words are easier to find. I appreciate your efforts, but this battle is of a different sort. It is something within, and until I find the words for it, there is little that can be done.
Alright, well. Wait, Cassie bought how much? Doesn't say there's
I
22
say
of her.
yes.
Hey there, Duncan. What was that?
Well, now, if it isn't my harborman kin, what can Uncle Duncan do for you?
Some way I can help? Why, what don't I do? Really? Sometimes it's hard to keep track of it all. I play songs, write songs, build things, repair things, pick things, plant things, tinker with things until they're fixed. Or, well, need fixing. But that's rare. Sort of. I suppose you'd say I stick my hands in just about everything, including dark holes filled with phantom spiders. But that's another story.
Wow.
What? Why, I collect it. I don't know. What an odd question. I like to gather facts and notes and journals just for the sake of knowing, really. Well, yes, but that's sort of the point, sometimes. When you have all those facts and numbers and words around your skull, you can pull out whatever you need to write a song. And, well, songs can help, sort of, to get more facts and lore. And the whole process begins again. Some just come as one advances in the craft and gets more experience in the world. What? Why, I collect it. Of course. Ask away. Always ready with Kalakcha. Kalakcha. Let me think. Well, it's not gnomish, goblin, orcish, elvish, draconic. Well, unless the K is silent, but even then it would mean gizzard stone or its equivalent. But you know, I did notice you have a talent for languages. Don't you know this word? Well, that's odd. It may not be a word at all. Might be a title or a name. Most peculiar. Trust me, most of the names I've been called you can't translate in any language. They're not even real words as much as a succession of violent images. Of course. Ask away. Always ready with answers.
I greet you.
Looks like we got plenty of patrons.
What's going on? Nishka. Nishka. Emphasis on the ni. Not many people get it right. Or try to. Usually they call me thief, cursed one, demon wench, rat child, goat girl. The list goes on. You'd think Nishka wasn't that hard to remember.
God, look at it in the background. Soon.
It's not so bad. I mean, all those things are true. I'm told it means something in the lower planes, but since I don't get down there much, although, obviously, good old Grandpa made a habit of coming up here for the nightlife, if, you get my meaning.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but shh, don't tell anyone. I wouldn't want anyone else to figure it out. I mean, aside from the horns and the traces of demon blood.
Oh, yeah.
Questions. Go ahead. I'm all horns.
I'm all horns. That's cute.
Well, the Githyanki are probably one of the worst groups of zealots you could ever have chasing you. The lower planes excluded. Githyanki are smart, even for religious halfwits. So I hope they haven't targeted you for some holy crusade, because then you'd be deep in the sticks, let me tell you. The thing is, they usually aren't this persistent. They have a set goal, they hit it, and then they're out of there. Plus, they don't usually stay on one plane for too long. The astral plane is their home. Your coin's as good as mine. Could be anything, but whatever it is, it must be pretty important to them. Questions. Go ahead. It's not demonic, but it does have a certain planar tone to it. It's hard to explain. It's an odd dialect. But those Githyanki chasing you definitely aren't from this stretch of the woods. Maybe we could catch one and ask them. Questions. Go ahead. I'm all horns. Yeah? Which one of the marks you wanted to know about? Not the barrel-head dwarf, is it?
Yeah, he's right there.
Well, he needs to watch his tongue, or it's gonna run right out of his mouth and get stepped on. I mean, you did me a good turn. All I want to do is help out, and he's yelling at me like some old mule. I know he's short, and it's rough being in the big people's world. But he needs to stop being all defensive, especially for someone
I wish you could cut it and say something.
so small. Story of my life. You'd be surprised how much you hear that when you're about to be burned at the stake or run out of the local hamlet. He's too quick to start fights, that's his problem. He keeps it up, he's not going to have anyone watching his back. Or more likely, looking over it. Questions. Go ahead. I'm all... Yeah? Which one of the marks you... The tree worshipper? What about her? If you're asking if she has any
That
money or
was fucking
valuables,
funny.
then no. I already checked. I don't know. She's got pointy ears, but... doesn't smell of the lower planes. So she's probably not a tiefling. And she's too tall to be a halfling, and too thin. Plus, she hangs out with animals. So she's an elf. What do you expect me to say? She's one of those nature priests. Worship trees and the land, don't like cities, so don't have much traffic with her kind.
Okay, that was informative. Save. Helgar.
Something you need? Huh? What about it? Huh? What? You like switching words around? That makes no sense at all. It makes no sense. It's wordplay. Riddles. Well, it just seems like dodging a fight is, well, cowardly, goblin-like. Whatever you say, I don't hold to that belief. I don't.
Jamie doesn't believe me. Okay. I don't really want to talk to fire.
Is there something you need?
Yeah, let's just go, I guess.
There you are. I've been meaning to chat with you. You've helped me and Dory out of some scrapes, so I wanted to thank you proper. I've got a proposition for you. I heard you're friends with the owner of the Sunken Flagon. Me and my mates could really use a roof over our heads at night.
A roof would be so good.
So the deal is, we'll help you out, and you convince your friend to let us stay in the Flagon. Deal? Fellow companions of the road, young lads and lasses that ain't got no kitsch to call their own, we'll help you out too. I'm glad we've come to an agreement then. Dory, myself, and the rest will be by the Sunken Flagon. See you back at the Flagon then.
Bye.
Cute.
Well, now, if it isn't my harborman kin, what can Uncle Duncan do for you?
Huh. Kind of figured going on. Cool. A lot of student ages just pop out of goddamn nowhere.
Everyone, follow me.
Yes.
I am listening.
Yes.
What's going on?
Let's see how this goes. This is half of the academy. Pretty small academy. Sure, I'm getting interesting people. Aw. I wanted to like kill them. What is that? Yeah, that's really reassuring, car. I nearly died in it. Right.
We have heard of your success at the Sea Ghost. You are to be commended.
Taking care of that ship did not get rid of all the Luskans, but it hurt them. And that's good enough for me.
I hope that none of the Luskans escaped your notice. They tend to hold grudges. Here you are, the reward for your efforts. It was a dangerous mission, and you did well. Lieutenant, I have just received word from the Nine. They believe assassins are in Neverwinter, and have asked for our help in dealing with them. There was some hesitation in them asking for our assistance. The incidents in the docks have caused questions. I am not sure they trust our ability. Yet we have the location, and I'm giving you your orders. Proceed to the merchant quarter and deal with the situation. If they pose a threat to Neverwinter, I want their presence here removed. Go now, prepare yourself, and report back here when you've dispatched this threat to Neverwinter.
Okay. Alright, y'all, let's get back on the road. Wow, look at that little screen. That's, Whoa.
Lorne, I've been waiting for your report.
Oh, but Master, look, Lorne's face is sad. Has he had a setback?
My lord, there has been trouble at the docks.
Trouble? Oh, Lorne, please.
Silence,
woman, I
Torio.
swear.
Let Lorne speak.
Silence,
Of
Torio.
course, Garius. I meant no disrespect.
The
Silence.
city watch has become organized. They're taking command of the docks, and they jeopardize our
Organized.
position there. Several of our agents have been killed, others driven off.
Curious. This is a rather sudden turn of events, Lorne.
I can fix it, my lord. I swear to you.
I did not gain my title of Master of the Fifth Tower by drowning Luskan in blood, and I do not wish you to do the same to the docks. It is an unfortunate setback, but one I think we can still repair, provided we use the right tool.
Oh my. Get Yankee Lair, that sounds like a real good spot.
Me? I say yes.
Aww. This place looks like a great spot for an ambush.
I am listening. Theo, no. Yes. Dear John Queen.
Oh, yes. Station.
Dear John Queen.
Station. Is there something station? Station.
Enemies are near.
I say yes.
Alright.
Me? Is there something?
Alright. Ooh, get Yankee. Let's see if I can turn them. Damn. Damn, my game just crashed. Dang, I'm not sure why it's doing that. It's a big poo-poo. Alright. We're close to a level up. I know I'm really curious. What's gonna happen if I give myself that last little bit of HP? Then I... Damn. I was hoping I could have gotten that return. But what do you folks know? I didn't fucking get it. That's a bit of a bloody disappointment.
Yes.
Greetings, Paladin. What do you have now?
Yes.
I am listening. How can I help?
Ooh, nice.
What's going on?
I think that's just people. Yeah, it's people. Cool. Wow, that's so cool. Wall of fire, maybe. Ooh, greater invis actually. Yeah. Okay, well. I think I'll get fireball. Hey.
How can I help? Yes.
Aura, everybody.
I am listening.
Alright. Ooh, there's... Nice. Wow. That's pretty nice. I just... to get the mass strength. That sounds good.
Yes.
Yes. No.
What's going on?
Dear John Queen again.
Oh, yes.
In this station. Yeah.
How can I help? Dear John Queen.
Walk in my step. Follow me.
Oh damn. Oh wow. That's fast. That's oops. Awesome.
I am listening.
Actually.
Attack!
Is there something you need? Happy or no? Happy or no? Let's go, for.
Whoa. Alright, let's see if I can turn these assholes. Oh? Yeah! Oh, bro! Oh! Oh, that is fantastic. My build is coming to fruition, ladies and gentlemen. What you just saw was my sexy ass, nasty ass spider player. successfully terminated the force. Destroy them. That was very satisfying, I must say. Oh, that must have been a nice fireball. Whoa, I don't know. But not oh, he's running. He knows I'm gonna poop on his poops. Oh my, oh my, oh my, hit him to the bottom of it.
These enemies will not stand against us for long.
There we go. Stage. Forward. Let's try this Vitrolic Sphere out in Sphere. You got lightning and acid. Come on, go do it. Just the slightest bit overkill. Damn. I do love the lightning spells. Okay, look, there's something there. Oh. Oh. Let's just rush in. Not. Haha.
Righteous!
The land.
How can I help?
Let me lead the way. You follow behind.
I say yes. Oh, yes. I say yes.
Alright, we're bloody done.
Can't move. Carrying too much stuff.
Lieutenant, you have done well. These men are from the Nine, under the service of Captain Naval.
You know our orders were that you give us the location of the assassins, Captain Berlena, and let us deal with them. And now with the death of Lord Hawks, I think the Watch's attention could have been better spent elsewhere.
I believe the Nine and the Cloak Tower are the ones responsible for the Watch in Black Lake. This matter was something my lieutenant could handle on his own, and has. I hope you're not blaming us for Lord Hawk's death. As I recall, the order given to the Watch were to man the gates of Black Lake and solely act as couriers for the Nine and the Cloak Tower mages. We are, as always, ready and able to serve Neverwinter in any capacity requested. If you wish us to take a greater role in the Black Lake investigation, then we would be happy to assist.
I doubt any order I give you would be followed to the letter, Captain, but I appreciate your gesture nonetheless. Good day, Captain. Lieutenant.
That lady there, she sounds like she's a teenager. Sounds way too young to be that person.
As you no doubt heard, Lieutenant, while you were on your mission, there was another death in Black Lake, Lord Hawks. Lord Hawks died in the same manner as Lord Gentry. There was no forced entry and no wounds upon the body. He was struck dead, his body found this morning. You have done all I asked at the docks, and now I am giving you official permission to enter the Black Lake District. But do not interfere with the investigation there. I fear I have pushed the Nine as far as they will go in this matter. As for the docks, I suspect they will always give us trouble, but with your help we have made great strides in restoring order to the area, and trade should improve as a result. Lord Nasher will be pleased, and I shall make sure to mention your name to him. Thank you for your efforts, Lieutenant, and fortune be with you on your travels in the Black Lake District.
Alright. We can finally head to the Black Lake District. The first thing I'll be doing is hitting up that merchant. My special watchman.
Yes.
Is there something you need?
Oh, look at that.
Ah, well met, well met. Please forgive my rather rude questions at the door. I would never intentionally stand in the way of the city watch. Well, unless there was nowhere else left to stand, really. But that wouldn't happen unless there was a flood. I must confess, normally I'm rather, well, reclusive. Not that I dislike people, mind you. Quite the contrary. But lately, with all the troubles, a murderer on the loose and young nobles sneaking around up to who knows what, I've had to place wards around my home. Ah, yes. Lately I've seen figures sneaking around in the dark, and not that well-meaning sort of sneaking either. It's obvious what they want. Why, my house, of course. As if I would ever sell it. Ridiculous. I'd sooner give up my left eye. But my right annoys me at times, so that would be an easier sell. In any event, back when I first settled in Neverwinter, my humble abode was on the outskirts of Black Lake, bordering acres of untouched wilderness. Now, with Neverwinter being rebuilt, following all that plague nonsense, my property went from the periphery to being right on the main thoroughfare of the rich part of Neverwinter. All the nobility wants to live in Black Lake, but there's no more room, so lately they've been trying various ways to convince me to sell my land. First, they tried offering me ridiculous sums of gold. What do I need with more gold?
I wish more people would give that question a little thought.
Next, they tried making loud noises late at night, but I need little sleep. So the only thing they accomplished was scaring away the night birds that raid my garden, for which I thank them. Lately, they must be getting desperate, because most nights I can look out and see them watching me. Oh no, not at all. My wards work quite well, and these nobles are too civilized to try anything worse than mild harassment. Of course. Who else would sneak around my home? Well, present company excluded. Oh, that's right. You came here for a reason, yes? Great dear, what a tale! The moment you arrived, I knew I'd be interested in meeting you. Wish I'd known that when I first greeted you. Would have saved some time. You've certainly come to the right place. A while ago, I found another shard with properties similar to the ones you possess. I've done every possible test on the shard, but learned little. However, I've never had another shard to compare it against. If you'd like some answers, I'll gladly run some tests on your shards. I have just enough quicksilver to do it.
Certainly, here you go.
Ah, thank you. I'll be right back with this. My tests are complete. With another shard to use as a comparison, well, I learned quite a bit. Quite a lot, actually. It appears these shards contain latent magical energy, either caused by a strong enchantment from when they were whole or from their method of destruction. Furthermore, the
Hey, look, it's Fenris from Reganous 2.
shards resonate when they are brought together, increasing their magical energy output accordingly. These shards are pieces of a broken Githyanki silver sword. Are you familiar with the Githyanki? The Githyanki are a race of beings that dwell on the astral plane, led by Vlakith, the Lich Queen. Not a nice woman, I hear. Ages ago, the ancestors of the Githyanki were human and inhabited another plane of existence, where they were enslaved by the Illithids, or mind flayers. Then came Gith. Little is known about her outside the Githyanki, but she led the rebellion to free her people of the Illithids, and is considered the hero and founder of the Githyanki people. The Githyanki silver swords are forged with the special purpose of severing the silver cord that connects the form of an astrally projecting traveler to his or her material counterpart. They look like a regular Githyanki weapon until used in combat, at which point they turn into a column of flowing, shimmering liquid. Really quite amazing, I'm told. I believe the shards that you have found are pieces of one of these silver swords. I presume the Githyanki have come to Faerun to recover the shards. I wish I knew more. Amon-Jero was the real expert. He actually possessed a silver sword. Amon-Jero? Oh, he was a court wizard of Neverwinter decades ago. I met him a few times. He was a nice fellow, a little absent-minded, with a tendency to drift off the subject. Amon-Jero reminded me of my old mentor, Master Growler. Had the largest collection of noisy, exotic birds, made quite a racket, you know, chirping and squawking. Well, he's dead now, so I'm not sure finding him will help you much. When word of Amon's death reached me, it was from a messenger who had heard it in passing. The nobles who ruled Neverwinter at the time must have assumed I would simply know if another scholar passed away, for they had not mentioned it to me. It was almost an afterthought. I learned later that it was partly due to what Amon's family wanted, and what had been requested by the deceased, to enter life quietly and to leave it the same way. It is sad in this age when the passing of a humble scholar and indistinct court wizard barely warrants a footnote in history. It makes me wonder, will anyone remember me when I'm gone? The Jero family was purported to have moved far away from Neverwinter following the war and Amon-Jero's passing. Well, there is Jero's Haven. I suppose you could try looking there. I suspect that the Neverwinter archives here in Blacklake would have its location. They typically keep noble family records in the secured archives. They don't allow just anyone to access them, though. I petitioned to be allowed to peruse the secured archives, but I was denied because, well, some silly misunderstanding regarding misplaced books that somehow ended up in my possession. Normally, you would have to petition for access, which could take several weeks. However, ask the guards at the archives to speak directly with Archives Administrator Kotnik. He has been known to let me in, quietly on occasion. Very well. Thank you for your visit, and for letting me chat with you. Quite enlightening, really. Oh, and before I forget, you may take my shard. I've no use for it any longer, and who knows, you may gather more. Do be careful, though. I plan to raise my wards again after you have left to keep out those young nobles skulking about. Hope we haven't talked too long. Otherwise, they may have gathered their courage in a...
Thank you, buddy. Save. I think I'm actually going to end the stream here for now, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed the show, please like, comment, subscribe, like, comment, back, and subscribe, hit back, and share. And for now, I'll see you later. Peace out, boys.